Hi, this is Lisa from Peanuts and Peppers Paper Crafting. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas slider gift card holder using the Stampin Up Sweet Candy Canes stamp set and coordinating candy cane dies. Not only is it quick and easy, but it can be adapted to other occasions as well. So let's get started. Here's my slider gift card holder. And when you pull the pull tab, it pops up to reveal a gift card. On the back, I also have room for an additional message and a spot to sign my name. This is the Sweet Candy Cane stamp set. You can find this in the Holiday Catalog 2022. It has 2 candy canes and a flower sprig and multiple sentiments. These are the candy cane dies. You get the dies to cut out the candy canes. You have a sentiment layer that you can also run ribbon through, a die to cut out the flower sprig, and then you have a big background die that you can use on cards and scrapbooking projects. I'm also going to be using the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper. Now we're sold out of this, but you can adapt any paper that you have in your stash. And I'm using this pretty candy cane print right here. This is the front and then the back. And this paper also had an extra sheet where you could just simply, instead of stamping the candy canes, you could just die cut them out, which is what I did for this project. Now to make the base, we're going to be using a piece of Sweet Sorbet cardstock and a piece of Garden Green cardstock. The Sweet Sorbet is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and the Garden Green is 5 by 3 3/4. And what I've done is I've used the Very Best Trio Punch. This is also found in the Holiday Catalog 2022 to punch the border. On this punch you have 2 different borders, and then you also get a extra slot punch, and this is perfect for running ribbon through, as you will see later on. Now what I'm going to do is adhere both of these pieces of cardstock together. And I'm going to set this aside. The next 2 pieces of cardstock that we're going to be using is another piece of Sweet Sorbet. This is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then a piece of Basic White, which is 3.5 by 2.5. So I have these 2 pieces right here. And I'm going to set this aside. Now for this layer that goes around on top, this is the Designer Series paper. And to make my slot for my pull tab mechanism, I simply use the rectangle stitch framelit dies. I used the smallest die and ran it through the stamping cut emboss machine to make the slot. The mechanism for the card is a piece of Garden Green that's 2 by 6, and you score this at 2 and 2.5, which I have already done right here. I'm going to take my bone folder, if I can find it. Don't you love when you put things down and you can't find them? That's okay. I can just go across with my fingernails. That's one of the best parts about having nails that grow long. All right. And then what I want to do next is bring in this layer. All right, I'm going to peel off this tear and tape. And flip this over. And then I want this flush against the edge of the cardstock, the Sweet Sorbet cardstock layer, and I want this centered. Okay, next I'm going to bring in that DSP layer, and what I want to do is I'm going to feed this through. And before I hear the other piece of tear and tape on the inside, I want to make sure that this is centered. So I'm going to bring in that base layer and line this up. Okay, I will peel off the other piece of tear and tape. I'm going to press this down, and then to adhere this to the base layer, I'm going to be using Stampin' Dimensionals. I will add 3 to the top. And 2 to the bottom. Okay, I have it centered. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which says Christmas Cheer. I'm using Garden Green ink. I'm using the sentiment. It comes directly from the Sweet Candy Cane stamp set. You can make a bunch of these and just have them already ready to go. Okay. I will set that ink aside because I know me. I will touch it and have ink everywhere. All right, I'm going to go to the inside again. See my pull tab? This is where your gift card is going to go. I want to dress this up a little bit, so I'm going to bring in that Very Best Trio Punch. And I'm adding that decorative edge to the bottom. And you know what's cool? The pieces that are left over, I keep thinking that they could be some photo corners. All right, now I'm going to flip this around. And remember the notch that I said that this trio punch has? I'm going to flip this around and get this as centered as much as I can. And now I can add ribbon to dress up my pull tab. This is a piece of real red ribbon. This is from the Real Red Garden Green combo pack that's also found in the Holiday Catalog 2022. And I'm just threading it through. And see how pretty that is? Okay, and then I'll just and there I have my ribbon for my pull tab. Now I want to finish decorating the front. Again, I'm using the candy canes from the Designer Series paper. I just simply took the dies and die cutted them out. I did stamp the flower sprigs in garden green, and then I added a piece of real red ribbon. So I'm going to adhere this to the front, just using some Stampin' Dimensionals. And then on the back, I've added another piece of Whisper White, sorry, Basic White. We used to have Whisper White a long time ago, and sometimes I still get tripped up. But I've added the decorative, or the trio label punch, to add that decorative label around the edges, and I've stamped that with the wishing you lots of love, joy and happiness this Christmas season and always, in green and garden green ink. And I'm just going to adhere this to the back. Now you don't have to add this layer, it's just an extra layer. And then to finish this off, I'm going to add some real rhinestone basic jewels. You will find this in the annual catalog, 2022-2023. Nothing like a little bit of bling. And then the last step would be for you to just add your gift card in the middle. You can put an additional sentiment on top if you want to. And then there you have it. A pull tab Christmas gift card holder. That's not only a gift card holder, but a card as well. And here's my original one. The gift card on the inside. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you like this project. You can find me at www.peanutsandpepperspapercrafting.com. You can shop with me at lisafleming.stampinup.net. You can find me on Instagram at Peanuts and Peppers Cards. You can find me on Facebook at Peanuts and Peppers Paper Crafting, and of course here on my YouTube channel. If you like any of my projects, click that like button. Thank you for stopping by again. Happy stamping.